Hey, so I figured I'd make a hopefully better video on Ellie's advantage state. The last video I did was pretty scuffed, and I mean, so is this one. It's going to be pretty scuffed as well. I'm probably gonna do this all in one take, but um, let's just get right into it. So I'm just gonna choose probably Fire Capital, and I have a bunch of notes right next to me, so I can, as opposed to last video, I can keep my thoughts on track. Um, Now, movement with Eliana is fairly straightforward. You're gonna need that a lot for your combo game, obviously. She has ridiculously fast airspeed, um, and she has a mechanic that's unique to her, um, where inputting an attack or any move really at the same time as jumping will do something called a super jump. So instead of doing this, you can like do nair, and she goes flying. Now, of course, this uses up hover or heat, and you can use this to extend your combos really, really well, especially if they're DIing in. Um, Now, for some reason, specials don't seem to have end lag like counted. So like when you're doing like an aerial, right? You can't hover during the end lag of the aerial. But this doesn't seem to be the case for specials. You can just keep flying. So for like an instance like mine is you just keep flying. Now, as for the character's moves, right? Um, Before, I think the previous video pretty much said that like Nair was like the be-all end-all combos, but you can't exactly do that very easily, especially with like Sour Spot Nair on like an opponent with at like a low percent, which was generally when Nair was used. You can't really do that anymore because they just get sent down and away. Well, the reason is because Fair and Nair got their knockback angles swapped. So now Fair seems to do a lot of the work that Nair did back then, at least Sour Nair. Sweet Spot Nair is still really good. It's not gonna ever knock that move. Um, However, in terms of doing like up close combos, Fair seems to have beaten out Soft Nair. You can just keep doing this over and over as long as they DI in, and when they start DIing out, you can just hit them with the hardening. Now, the hit freeze of Fair also seems to, give it's a lot of hit freeze. It's a multi-hit, and it gives you a lot of time to think about your next move. Now Dare is very similar to Fair, except that it hits in two different directions. You can do this into back air, or you can do it into Fair. Now Rocket Fist is pretty good for comboing as well. You can use it for edge guarding. It uses up a lot of heat though, half your meter. Yes. So this bit says missile on DI out. So if we set the CPU to DI out but drift in, you can follow up with something that you wouldn't normally be able to follow up with using missile, which is incredibly fast move. You can combo into it, you can combo out of it, like that. Now this was a lot of the reason why back then, very professional LA players would always be like, "Oh, Missile Nair is like the be all end all," but then they nerf Nair. So you can still do Missile Nair. You just probably should hit the sweet spot of Nair. But what you can do instead, if they're too close, you can still do Missile Fair. If you're good at the game, like totally me. Give me a second. And then, alright, I guess we're going into mine right now. Mine is a really good combo starter. It's a combo extender. Um, in multiple ways. You can use mine, put it onto the field. You can like up tilt someone onto the mine and then shoot the mine. You can put the mine on them, and then you can use it to start combos, so like that. You can use it to extend combos, so you can just boom and then beat them up off of it. Um, and it's a really, it's broken. It's broken. You can't really exactly get out of a mine combo like at all. You just kind of die once the mine explodes if it's against a good LA player. Like, can't exactly do anything about it. Now, it can be used to increase heat for doing something called assault mine. So if, let's just do DI in for brevity, but you can do this on any DI pretty much as long as you know what your opponent's doing. You just, well, yeah. So I'm gonna cover what assault mine is real quick. Basically, when on a mined opponent, they don't actually need to be mined, but if you want to do it like super easy peasy, you can just put a mine on an opponent, hit them with something, right? And then, god damn. So salt mine can be used to increase heat for before you do an overheat. So if you do this, hit them. Hi, it's me from the future. I'm gonna show you how to do a salt mine. Now, in terms of overheat, it's going to give you a worse neutral but a way better advantage because you get to shoot and smash in midair and just blow people up. But you trade away being able to missile and fly, so you can't exactly do anything if you're in disadvantage, other than up beam, which only gives you projectile invincibility while rising. So the best way to maximize the potential of overheat would be to combo into overheat. So you can just, so say you have a low heat meter, every move you do, pretend that explosion hit. Dude, I don't know why I can't do it in training mode, but I can do it in context. But hi, it's me from the future. I'm gonna show you how to do an overheat smash. Strange. So things that you can do in overheat would involve like hit fall down strong, which makes it way easier to combo off of because you're immediately below your opponent. You can do fair up air. You can do down air into back air. And oh, and when an opponent hits you and you parry them. So you say you parry them, you do mine down tilt, and then you can combo them off of it. Like that. Oh, I can do it there. Wow. This entire note card is pretty much about down tilt, which is down tilt 1. So you can do down tilt 1 jab. You can do down tilt 1, down tilt 2. You can do pretty much your best grounded combo starter, essentially. What Halite used to do was he would do down tilt 1 on the plat, and then he would do a plat drop aerial, so he'd be like this. Oh, like that. He was pretty raw with it, not gonna lie. Forward special can be used as a combo finisher, right? So if you're not confident in your heat meter or like whatever, you could just do that. Neutral special can combo, so you can do this. That, in order to do that though, you have to hover to get the overheat, just like how you would do hover to get a strong out, like an overheat strong. Oh, that's another thing. if you wanna do if you wanna do a strong, but you're just like right there, you like, but you can't do it, right? And you don't want to poop out steam all over them while they're struggling 3 millimeters away from the blast zone, right? So you just kind of you hold hover and then you explode, or hold jump and explode. Oh, that's another thing actually. I covered this in the last video. I should cover it here too. Um, you can hover strongs like this using the jump button. My jump button is on the shoulder, you know, the right bumper of my controller, but that's because I don't like claw gripping. So I added another jump button to the bumper, so you could do things like that. But after a while, the side of my index finger started feeling really painful, so I just moved it over to the shoulder. So you can just kind of do that with the shoulder button. That's one of the changes that I made to the controller just for this character. Up you can combo, neutral special you can combo into it. It's like a better version of forward special, because you can just kind of and then just shoot them off stage. Or that's neutral special. You could just do that, and then because it's omnidirectional, you can just kind of own them. Up you can combo, but in like really weird instances. So like if you're like here, and then you can combo into it. It's better in overheat because it's harder to react to up B. Jab can also combo, obviously. Like a lot of characters, pretty much every tilt combos into something. So you can do jab into like jab, wave dash, jab. You can use forward tilt and steam for edge guarding, so you could just hold it out there. That's pretty much one of the only instances I would use the F tilt like that. The other instances is if like I'm playing neutral and I want to confuse my opponent, I'll just be like, and then I just smack them in the face because they're dumb. And then, oh, and probably the best ledge guarding tool would be mine, because it does that, and they can't really do anything about it because this character's busted. Mine is probably like the best tool this character has in general. I mean, nobody's ever going to endorse this part of the video, but you can use, like, you can hit mine, so you can do that. And you can fling it into people in the air, and the entire time it's moving around, it has a little hitbox that sticks to people. So like you can hit it, and then like if any part of them touches it, it sticks to them. So off of that, you know, you can also hit the mine in midair, or shoot the mine in midair, which makes some pretty cool clips, but it's not practical at all. Steam, some characters can't exactly mash out of steam, so they'll have to like tech roll out of it, or they'll have to use their air dodge. So they can't, like, some characters can't like exactly do anything about steam. But as with any character, you're gonna have to practice movement with Elliana. Just get used to moving with her and being able to move around. But that's more about for a video about neutral, if anything. So I'm not gonna do that because I'm bad at neutral. That being said, I think I'm done. Yeah, this video is way too long. So yeah.